Hello everybody, it's Galrock. Welcome back. Today we're on episode 35 of my Agrarian Skies 2 series. So, last episode we worked on a lot of Thaumcraft stuff and got a lot of that going, and we wanted to get some Aura Essentia, so we needed a Wisp spawner to help us with the process. Of course, one of the drawbacks to this kind of spawner is that to the vanilla spawners is a player needs to be close enough to activate the spawner. I promised you at the end of last episode that I was going to show you this setup. All the cobblestone. Not worried about cobblestone catching fire as those wisps explode. And, you know, whenever I'm over here for whatever reason, a couple of wisps will spawn and I'll get ethereal essence. So in between episodes, like I said I was going to do, I worked on a lot of the crafting, and I mean it really was a lot of break down the essentia, do the infusion crafting, maybe a little bit of workbench crafting. It was a lot of stuff. So I got a lot of quests done. A lot of quests done. I made a freezing doll. We could use it to summon the Blizz if we so desire. And we get some Blizz powder for that. Now the Thaumic doll we can use to summon Pecs, which we might actually do, because we can trade with those guys. So let's get that reward bag. What are we going to get in there? It's a good reward bag. 2 spawn squid. Uh-oh. A sudden and unnatural hunger consumes you. Good thing I've got 21,000 zombie flesh. Oh, I can't eat. Let's sprint. This unnatural hunger is a hunger debuff. Your hunger begins to fade, and this is the only way to get rid of it. There we go. Okay, we've got just plain hunger, but that's alright. By the way, meant to show you in... Let's put this stuff away real quick. I meant to show you... Ooh, I bet that Blizz powder will scan. I meant to show you in the Thaumaturgy. Sorry, ADD. A little bit of ooh shiny syndrome. Nothing wrong here. I've done so much research that it unlocked the Eldritch tab, Eldritch Epiphany. So, yeah, this is where the bad stuff is. So I'm probably going to make one of these sanity checkers, see how bad my warp really is, but we'll work on that later. For now, let's keep turning in quests. Alright, what else did we do over here? Tallying storage. I made a tally box and a tally box lens yield. We'll get a hungry chest and a tally box lens clear. And I mean, all this stuff is available to read in the Thaumaturgy. There it is, okay. And of course I'm going to scan everything as we go. Because I need the points, especially air. There we go. Alright, what's next? Redstone V. V-Reader reads it. Redstone, this is the Thaumaturgy add-on. So we're going to get some stuff and some things. I'll just take the reward bag. Now, will any of this stuff scan? Nice. If I decide somewhere along the way that I need any of this stuff, I'm going to have to remember to look in here first. Alright, Greater reward bag. What do we get this time? 16 each of raw clams, carps, and salmon. You know what, actually, I should be able to scan those. I can probably cook them and scan that, but I'll worry about that later. Alright, what else did we do? View from a distance, crystalline eye. And we get oculo anima. I don't even remember which mod this is from. I suppose if I were doing only Thaumaturgy and its add-ons, Thaumaturgy, okay. A lot of this stuff would be a lot more useful to me, but we've got so many technological options that are just so much easier to set up for the sky block that a lot of this stuff I'm probably just not going to work with. Essentia Dynamo. Now if I wanted to, I could convert the Essentia that we're breaking down in the alchemical furnace into RF power. Well, we don't need that right now, so and we're going to get a V dynamo, which we could use an aura node to make RF power for us. Alright, the V-charge relay. I must have completed something else over here that unlocked this quest. So we get a node in a jar, ooh, and another V relay. It's another 15 of everything node. We will hold on to that for now. We might have a use for that at a future time. Alright, flux scrubbers, made one of those. If you like when I was working with the alchemy early on and it was spilling the flux out, that flux scrubber is good for cleaning it up. So we get a Florb flux goo. There actually might be something I can use that for later on, so we'll hold on to that. A wand charger, well, we've got this set up, so I'm not going to worry about setting up the recharge pedestal for now. A couple of gold caps. Do we want half a heart or a hearty breakfast? Actually, I'm going to take the half a heart. In between episodes, I AFK'd for a few minutes, and I didn't realize my hunger was as low as it was. Or maybe I got that unnatural hunger debuff. I don't know. I never figured it out exactly, but I died. I starved to death. I came back. I just went in the other room to grab myself something to eat real quick, and I was only gone for a couple of minutes while I was waiting on the microwave. I came back, and I was dead with the starved to death message. So, since I lost a life, let's replace that life. Alright, so let that be a lesson. Don't AFK unless you pause the game. Alright, did an arcane actually 3 arcane levitators. Get a few more of those stone bricks. Okay, made a focal manipulator. We can actually upgrade and change wand foci if we're going to work with those. We get a wand focus fire. Alright. The sanitizing soap, bath salts, arcane spa. I can actually use that to reduce my temporary warp, clean the warp off of me. I'm going to get a few buckets of purifying fluid. Nothing can be learned from this. Okay. I know, I'm just throwing all kinds of stuff in the AE system, but it's okay. A lot of this really is just completing quests for me. Alright, got the Great Wood Staff Core. We get a Wand Focus Frost for that. And yes, I'm still scanning all the things because I haven't finished all the research we need for all this stuff. We did some charged Thaumium caps. Oh, nice. Thaumium Boss Silverwood Scepter. Do I want another full heart or a reward bag? I'm going to go with the full heart. Nice. And I think we'll put that in there. That'll do better for crafting for us. Might as well put that up while I'm over here. And up to 17 lives. Nice. Alright. Made a blazing wand rod, and we're going to get a quartz rod as a reward. And those specialized wands can be they get better discounts on a specific type of V. So if you were using the fire wand focus, you might want to use the blaze rod for the fire focus because it gets better discount on Ignis. Alright, voiding the extra. If we didn't have this awesome infusion or this awesome Thaumic Energistic setup for all our Essentia, we might want to just have jars that could fill up, and that would be it for some other kind of automated system, like if we had golems over here handling it for us. But it's all being handled by the network, so no biggie there. And brain in a jar, that will pick up XP orbs off the ground. And a few zombie brains. Nothing terribly exciting. When we look in here and look, I've got over 5,000 zombie brains in here already. Label printing. The labels I was using on the jars to lock them to a certain type of Essentia, you can actually use this aspect library to print the labels off without having to wait until you have Essentia in the jars. So, a few extra jar labels for us. Alright, what's next? Thirsty work. A thirsty tank. Basically, kind of like the hungry chest or a vacuum hopper or something like that. It picks up fluid instead of items, though. And we get another life. Make sure it's a real one. In Agrarian Skies 1, one of the quests, you end up with Rotten Heart. You lose a life if you eat it. Alchemical Boiler. So it'll break down fluids into Essentia the way the alchemical furnace processes items. And we get, what is that golem animation core? Alchemy. Nice. Again, if we didn't have it computerized into the, and there still might be any use for it later on. Alright, up here. Made Shimmerleaf and Cinder Pearls. Get some Slivers of Fire. Yeah, let's take another full heart. Gotta get all the points we can. Alright, 19 lives. Made Vishroom and Ethereal Blooms. We get another Silverwood sapling for that. Not gonna complain about that. Made all these different infused stones. And we get a mixed crystal cluster. Finally completed that quest on the shards. Remember, I started on that a few episodes ago, but I was having problems with the crucible over there. It was overflowing. Well, with that new setup, with the what's it called? I forget. Let's go over here and look at it. There we go, alchemical construct. I don't have to worry about it overflowing like that anymore. So, yeah, let's get another full heart. Alright. Aging stone. That's if we had a breeding setup for animals, that would make the babies grow up faster. So we get a few more and some spawn pig eggs. Cool. And ethereal walls, invisible walls that the animals or mobs cannot walk through. Ethereal glass, that is a type of glass that players can walk through, but not mobs. I don't have anywhere I really feel like I need to set that up right now, so we're just going to throw it in the AE system with everything else. Alright, I think just one more. Yeah, a blank golem animation core, or 8 of them rather, and we're going to get an order upgrade. And that covers all the quests I worked on in between episodes. So let me recover from that for a minute, and we're going to work on, I think we're going to take a little bit of a break from Thaumcraft today and work on something else, so I'll be right back. Alright, I thought we might come back and revisit Britannia. There's a couple of notes I need to make. You remember I had the comparator set up to run a redstone signal. Well, it turns out the hovering hourglass does not seem to stop with a redstone signal. So I had to just take the sand out to stop it because look at all this mana. Yeah. And another thing, because this is activating once per pulse and it's crafting the block of coal when it runs, it actually needs to pulse twice to drop one block of coal. So I had actually cut the time on that in half for a little while before these pools filled up. But now that they're full, let's revisit Britannia. Alright, now these pools I've got set up over here, they're nice and full, and there's something I want to do with that. Let's make the portal to Alfheim. So we can use this really cool visualize feature in the Lexica Britannia. Okay, get this structure set up where those pools are lined up. Right click, and then it keeps those items up there like that, so we can build this the way we want to. Alright, we need some glimmering living wood. One, two, three. We need an elven gateway core. Didn't we get Terra Steel from a quest? We did. We need to turn that into nuggets. Alright, now we can have an elven gateway core. Alright, and should be, I think, 8 living wood. So let's get this thing laid out. That'll do. There we go. I believe that'll cover everything on that. Now we need these pylons. They were called Natura pylons, I think. Yeah. So let's see. To make a Natura pylon, they each need a mana pylon, and we need mana diamonds. So grab a couple of those. All those mana spreaders activated immediately. There we go, couple of mana pylons, and we're not going to forget about our Thaumcraft. Got to keep scanning the things, and nothing to learn from that while I'm thinking about it. Let's scan the gateway core, the glimmering, nothing. Okay. Alright, put those in there, and the Natura pylons, I think we've got the Eyes of Ender. Yes. Alright. Here we go. Set that up. Structure complete. Now we don't have to go back into the book to unvisualize it because the structure is complete. It automatically unvisualizes it for us. So we're going to right click on that Elven Gateway core with our Wand of the Forest. And the portal to Alfheim is open. Now these mana spreaders are going to start activating again. That's no problem. That'll actually clear some of this backlog I've got on all these flowers and mana spreaders over here. Alright. So first thing we're going to do, throw the Lexica Botania through. And that unlocks all kinds of stuff for us. So that's good to have. And, you know, we'll work with that later. In the meantime, let's look at what the quest book wants us to do in botanical engineering. Rune creation, brewing. Okay. Elven Manus. Ooh, 3 Terra Steel for that? Yes, please. So, let's look at the Elven Mana Spreader. For that, we need some Dreamwood, and we need some Elementium. So, Dreamwood, 1-for-1 living wood into the portal. And then Elementium, I think is 2-for-1 Mana Steel. Yeah. Alright, how are we for Mana Steel? We have none. Alright, how about living wood? We'll just do the 6 we need for now. There we go. There we go. Alright. It's working nicely for us again. Let's go ahead and get some Elementium. Nice. And let's make a mana petal. Any mana petal will do the trick for us. So now all we need to do, take the Dreamwood, Elementium, and mana petal. We get an Elven Mana Spreader. 3 Terra Steel. Nice. Wonder what quest that unlocked elsewhere. Rune creation. We need a Rune of Fire and a Rune of Water. Well, for that, we need a Runic Altar. So, let's grab one of these many Ender Pearls we have in here. Actually, turn that back. Get these to empty out. Alright. Because I don't feel like I'm going to keep using spreaders to fill those pools. We're going to do something different with that later. Maybe this episode, probably not. I suspect we're going to run out of time first, but that's okay. Alright, let's make that runic altar. Make the mana pearl there, and living rock. We have a runic altar. There we go. And we'll just set you up right there for now, no problem. Now what are we going to do with it? We needed a rune of water and a rune of fire. There it is, rune of water. We need a fishing rod, sugarcane, bone meal, no problem. Okay, yeah, we need one that's undamaged. What else was it? Bone meal. Oh yeah. And we're going to need some mana steel, so let's go ahead and grab some iron. And then we also need a rune of fire. There you are. That's a nether wart, gunpowder, and nether brick. That'll craft the nether brick for us. There's a nether wart. And gunpowder. Alright, we're also going to need a couple of living rock. Alright, that should be everything. I think I'm going to go ahead and close this portal for now. All you have to do is take out one of the pieces of the structure. You can place it back, closes the portal, it quits consuming mana. Alright, get that mana steel. 3 of those, the fishing rod, sugarcane, bone meal, and whack it with wand. Alright, and that should run fairly quickly with that Elven Mana Spreader. That's going to run a little bit quicker than the regular Mana Spreader does. And you can see while you're holding the wand, it has that progress pie there. I'm going to throw a piece of living rock on there, and once this is complete, right click again, we have runes of water. Alright. Did it not place the gun? It didn't. Okay. And let's get that one going. Wait for that to finish up. Almost there. Alright, there we go. Got those done. We get a rune of spring. Okay, we got a vial of revitalization from somewhere, so let's look at the botanical brewery. What's it going to take to make that? We're going to need a rune of mana, block of mana steel. Alright, so that's going to take a lot more mana steel. Let's make a bunch more. Okay, that gets our block of mana steel. And for a rune of mana, we need 1 mana pearl, 5 mana steel. I forgot to grab a living rock. There we go. You'll notice that one only creates 1 at a time. So that's something to keep in mind when you're doing this stuff. Alright, let's see. Botanical Brewery. There we go. That should complete that quest. And we get a Flask of Restoration. So where does that have us on this? 76%. We need the Orchid and a Hopper Hawk. Wonder if we might have the stuff to finish that up. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and set this over here in case I decide I want to use it. So let's see. The Orchid, Pixie Dust, that needs a mana pearl through. Should have left the portal open. Alright, that's going to take a lot of crafting. I'm going to work on that off camera, because that's a lot of runes to craft. I might not have the mana for that, so we might need to look into better mana production. Let's see, Hopper Hawk. That one's not too bad. I think we can finish that one on camera. Alright, let me get some things together and I'll be right back. On the other hand, I just saw the time. So, yeah, I guess we're going to call it right there. And between this episode and next, I will get those crafted, and we'll be able to finish those 2 up. I'll also see about getting some more of the Thaumaturgy completed. Because there's still a lot of quests there. Whole lot of quests there. So, yeah, there's plenty of those for me to still work on. And let's see, we still haven't unlocked anything there. Yeah, we've just got a couple of things we need to do over here. Whole lot of quests we need to do over here, and really I've just been putting them off. We ought to do those. Sky Farm, we've got some new quests here, but it shouldn't be too hard for us to. Whoa! Dude. Can I get away from it? Is it localized to me? I think that's localized to me. There's gonna be more. Alright, where are they? So yeah, I was really trying to wrap this episode up, and now I'm trying to find Eldritch Guardians instead. Where are you? They've got to be around here somewhere. It's not showing up on the radar. Whoops. Got too close to the sheep. They bit me. Okay, this is getting annoying. Where are they? Oh, okay. Well, I guess that was that. Maybe they actually spawned under the platform and fell into the void. I'm okay with that. Anyway, yeah, sorry that took a couple extra minutes. So anyway, yeah, between this episode and next, I'm going to work on some more of that boring crafting, get some more stuff done. And, you know, we'll be able to get some more quests turned in next time and see how far we can make it. So, y'all, don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Those links are in the description below. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. This is Galrock. We'll see you next time.